Ooh,
Excellent.
Joe.
So, everyone ready to start?
Yep.
Yes.
So,
Just about.
today we are not actually starting at the take. We'll skip over going to meet Merton and do all that stuff. You are handed out 2 healing, a greater healing, and a greater healing, 2 greater healing pies, and a righteous butter. So you can divide that up as you see fit amongst yourselves. But we're actually going to start with you all at a mansion, the mansion of the person sending you on this particular endeavor. Lucian, you've been here before, so has Rogar. This is the mansion of Halman, a sort of, you gathered either retired monster hunter or the site, you're not sure exactly, but a person who has been putting himself at odds with the Hand and kind of cults in general, and who you acquired a book for. The book that was supposed to help him track down where the Hand is doing some form of ritual. So yeah, you all arrive here, you enter the large estate, you move through the rather nice courtyard, and yeah, you can see waiting for you, as you immediately surround him, as PCs do, all getting right up in his personal space, is not Halman himself, but where are you going, Rothberg? Guys, you're just going into someone's home. You don't immediately walk through someone's door and charge off, like, into their bedroom, searching through their different doors. Just
That's
chill.
why it's got the -2 charisma.
Just chill. So yeah, there's an elf actually waiting at the door. He's dressed quite finely, but sort of like in servant's livery. He's an intimidating fellow. He's got porcelain pale skin. You actually take it he's probably an albino. And this rather intense looking elf is standing waiting for you guys to all arrive.
Greetings.
He bows his head slightly and goes, "Greetings. The master is expecting you. You are Lucian, I presume?"
That's correct.
I was told
where
to
is he?
If you wait in the study, I will inform him you have arrived. He indicates the room just down to the south.
Where Rothbert was going.
Yeah, where Rothbert was going. But you know, it's polite to wait to be invited. Fucking
Right.
dwarves.
Well, let's go in there.
And yeah, I think he actually heads upstairs. He heads upstairs, moving quite gracefully along. And yeah, you're kind of left alone in this study for a minute. There's a fire burning away in the hearth quite
Curls up in
pleasantly.
front of the fire.
Yeah, good. Get nice and comfy.
I look at Lucian and I'm like, that's probably him, right? Like, that's
Yeah,
him
probably.
again.
And
It will be.
yeah, and there's like some hors d'oeuvres have been set out and some canapes. And yeah, you left waiting for a little while actually, maybe about 5-10 minutes of just hanging around awkwardly. During this time, do you divide up who's having the healing, greater healing, and righteous butter?
Oh yeah.
Just
So we
one.
have 2 healing, 2 greater healing, and 1 righteous butter.
Correct. Merton made sure you were well equipped for leaving, as he had been warned this would be a dangerous endeavor.
So 1 each of something.
Yeah. Which one do you want, Lucian?
I'd either like a grater or of the butter.
Yeah, I'm good for either of those as well. I have potions on me, if needs be.
I only have 2 potions on me, but I could deal with the lesser.
Yeah.
I'll go for the greater healing.
Alright, cool. I'll take the butter then. Say Rothbert, you probably want the other greater then.
Yeah, sure.
And Roger, you can have the other normal healing as well.
That sounds good.
Perfect. Alright.
Alright, so you divide up these things, you sit for a little while and kind of wait for them to show up. And eventually, yeah, you hear like the clacking of a walking cane. And a half-elf, kind of in his later years, like he'd be the human equivalent to maybe 50, or maybe even coming up to 60. But being a half elf, he's aged like very well. He has sort of silvered hair, still quite fine features. He's dressed in dark and red clothing, and he's kind of leaning on a cane. Let's see, Rogar, what's your Rothbert, what's your passive perception?
14. No.
Rogar. I think I said Rogar that time. I think I started saying Rothbert and fixed myself.
I think you started with Rogar, switched to Rothbert, and then went back.
Yeah. What is passive perception? I never do it.
It's 10 plus whatever your perception bonus is.
Yeah, so that's an 11.
An 11, yeah. Yeah, so you just see him kind of limp his way inside, putting his weight on the cane that he always has with him. And he comes to a stop. You see the albino elf is kind of shadowing him close by. And he goes, good, everyone's arrived. Thank you for coming so swiftly. I apologize for the short notice, but I only just got sensed that the Hand had begun his work. And he hops away and looks at Lucian and Rogar and nods at you both and goes, it's good to see you both again, and both well. And he looks at the others and goes, I have not met your friends. Do you vouch for them? Are they a good sort?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Good.
nice stick.
Thank you. Nice. It's not been a long time since I've seen a furbog. Your kind aren't normally in Vasselheim.
Yeah, it's usually a bit too built up.
It is.
I like it. City life is good.
It's a fine city, Vasselheim. It has a lot of history here. It's almost as old as the wilds around it. So your name is Finch, yes?
Yep, that's me.
Pleasure to meet you. And he looks over at John and goes, and I see a priest here, a priest of Ayun?
That is correct, and I do a proper full bow, like
Yeah,
moving right leg forward, a hand on chest, hand to the side.
He returns the bow, and I think he straightens up and says a traditional greeting priests of Ayun would use, something like "May you find knowledge and wisdom," and smiles and it's like, "It's a pleasure. It'll be good to have someone representing the forces of good along. It will help hold back the darkness." And so he goes, and one of the elderkin. Hello, Master Dwarf. He nods at Rothbert.
Rothbert waves. Hey up.
He smiles at you all and says, I am Halman von Eldridge. I've worked with Lucian and Rogar before. I suppose we have something in common. I am also a monster hunter and slayer. Although I now more take an active role in facilitating their destruction rather than going out and hunting them myself. I have recently been tracking and working against the Hand, a cultist of Orcus. And Lucian and Rogar has been helping me, and a few of you may have actually been helping me without realizing it, as I've been using the take to set up contracts. Well, the Hand is moving into his final stage. He has just started a ritual that he intends to use to summon an extremely powerful avatar of Orcus to this world. If he manages to summon it, it will begin to fill the hinterlands with undead. Could become a problem that will persist for generations. So, we need to obviously make sure this doesn't happen. I know where the ritual is taking place, and I need you all to head there and stop the ritual and kill the Hand.
Alright, sounds easy enough.
The avatar he's attempting to summon, is this... What... If he manages to complete the ritual, is there any way we might be able to defeat it on our own?
He, hisses. I believe with the summoning started, no matter what, he will bring some representative of Orcus into this world. The quicker you act, the less powerful an avatar he is able to bring into this world. To be able to know, he will take his time with the ritual until he is aware of your presence, at which stage he will begin to work to finishing it quickly. It's riskier for him, but once he knows he's under attack, he'll have no choice. Be aware of this. Should you take any pause or any rest within the tower that I'm sending you to, it will advance the ritual along, and the final confrontation will be all the more difficult. If he manages to summon the most powerful thing he's after, I would advise maybe retreat, or a heroic death if that's what it takes to kill it. Make no mistake, the creature he's planning to summon is powerful. Maybe not unkillable, but powerful, and it will be surrounded by the Hand's minions and himself. It'd be a bad situation to fight him in. But killing it would save many, many lives. I think the best you can do is stop the ritual before it is completed. The sooner you stop it, the less powerful whatever comes through that gate will be.
That sounds quite reasonable.
For this service, I will, of course, reward each of you 100 platinum pieces, I think should be fair. Along with... He looks thoughtful for a second. Well, I'll see if I can track down some potions for each of you. One that suits each of your particular talents.
Is there any assistance you can provide us?
He sighs and goes, I would like to come... I originally intended to come along and help you myself. But the book that you found for me has turned out to be more taxing to use than I expected. I am significantly depleted from its use, and I would not be of any aid if I came along.
That's a shame.
No,
I know you're a powerful spellcaster.
He smiles and goes, I have some talent. But I think my fighting days are mostly behind me.
Oh, very well.
As
Anyone
for
else think of anything we might need while we're here?
We know what we gotta do. We know where we're going.
yes,
More
about
specifics would be better if we knew how the ritual is being cast. Perhaps we would know better how to cast the ritual.
Kill him. I think that's probably the main idea.
for
Yes,
my,
but to also interrupt concentration
I
on the
think
ground to
I
rock.
think once he is aware he is in direct danger, he will just have to cut the ritual off. Effectively, I don't know exactly. You just need to get in there and stop him. I suspect murdering him would be a good start.
That I can do.
That usually
A
works.
good start.
So,
Well, he is a
in
priest of
classic-
Orcus.
In classic Rogar fashion, he really doesn't like this guy in the background just chilling.
Yeah, he's like standing and staring at you all kind of intensely.
Yeah.
To be honest, he's doing a Rogar to Rogar. Like,
Yeah, that's exactly. I'm like, this is unsettling. Nobody does this back. Insight or anything?
you can insight him, yeah. You need to tell me kind of what you're wanting to glean from the guy.
I want to know why he's staring so intensely. Why he looks like he's got that bitchy face that I always have.
Yeah, sure. 12? I mean, you gather he's actually here as, he's definitely like Halman's butler or manservant, but also, security effectively. And is just doing his job, like, he'd rather Halman was where he's standing and he was in front, but he's aware that's not how people have conversations. So he's just doing that thing where he's watching over everyone and making sure they don't do anything.
Alright. Rogar still doesn't like him, but it's very clear because Rogar is doing a Rogar right back at him.
Yeah. I mean, he's not really trying to hide the fact he doesn't like you either, so it's fine.
Yeah, there's a small amount of tension in the room between the stare-off.
Yeah. Halman's just ignoring it, like, talking. He's mostly talking to Lucian and John, but he tries to include everyone to some degree.
Fighting to find the darkest corner. It's a competitive hide and seek.
Competitive brooding. Yeah. So he nods and he's like, I do know that where you're going is a tower of sorts, and it
Kill him
will.
now.
It's a tower, and an old one, hidden in a valley. I have implanted the information into your minds while we talked. You'll know how to find it, and you'll know it once you see it. You'll need to reach the tower, ascend it, and find wherever the ritual is taking place.
Cool. Find the tower, kill the person, hand. Whose hand? Wait.
The Hand of Orcus. It's a title.
Kill the hand of all. Got it.
Should be fun.
Hey, little video.
We can only hope.
Well then, shall we be off?
Please, and I wish you all good luck. I'll have your payment ready when you return. And he takes a step and goes, Sinfar, would you show them out, please? And Edgelordy McElf nods and says, if you'll follow me. Cool. So I'm guessing you all head out and head off in search of this tower, effectively.
Yeah.
Well, didn't we already know how to get there because they implemented the knowledge?
Yeah, but you still have to walk there. Or ride a horse. Who hasn't snuck inside the house. Alright, yeah, so you guys head out of Vasselheim. The guards give you their normal sort of nod on the way out. They don't let most people out, but they know Slayers take members when they see them. And you enter the hinterlands. Bidet. You enter the hinterlands around Vasselheim and begin traveling through the wild places. The place you're traveling to isn't far, exactly. Like, it's not close either. But it's off the beaten track. It's a direction most people wouldn't go. It's on the other end of a swamp, effectively. And then in between some mountains, there's a valley, which just isn't normally frequented. In fact, could somebody, if anyone would like to kind of get a bit of information, they could roll me a nature check, just to sort of know what they know about the area.
No.
Shotgun, not me.
I don't have proficiency, can I still try to make the check?
If you think John would know anything about the wilds outside of Vasselheim, he seems like a bit of a city boy to me.
I mean,
Well, I'm all about knowledge. I have Arcana, History, Investigation, and Religion, and Nature is an int check, so...
Yeah, but this is more like... You learn this by actually living outside of Vasselheim. I was more thinking maybe Finch or Roughbert, because they've both lived outside of Vasselheim.
Go with my -1. Nope. It's a valley.
Different part of the forest from what you're used to.
Could I have... should make the check just for the lull?
Sure.
Gertrude the Celestial Owl.
With -4.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not on the plane of Elysium where she comes from, so she doesn't know anything about it. But yeah, you guys all head off through these swamps. The area kind of getting sicker and such. Rogar, you kind of travel by the deep part of the woods in which Anti-Elderflower lives, and beyond, and keep on marching until eventually you reach kind of when the sun's starting to set, like it's got that blood red like color in the sky. You find yourself in between. I don't think you find yourself between two hills as much as you just find like a rend in the earth. Like there's just this big chasm, effectively. The sides of it like very, and in this chasm there is a tower, and the tower like kind of crawls up beside one of the chasm walls, and then like looks like there's a little bridge that connects it and to enter the actual like cliff wall itself. Yeah, I'll bring you over to another map now. You're a little further. You're further away in this, obviously, but this is just so you can kind of see. So yeah, there's this tower. It's about 60-foot diameter going across. It looks like there was a rock slide, like kind of on the far side, like where the cliff face is, and it's like knocked into the bottom half and like damaged some of the wall, and like above the front entrance you can see like on the second floor some of the wall has fallen away as well, leaving like these kind of big open bits, these big open parts of the wall pointing in. And then it kind of crawls up. It must be a good, like, I don't know, 100, like, 80, no, way more than that, like 150 feet tall. And then there's like a little part that goes across and enters into the actual into the cave wall. Or, sorry, into the cliff face. There's a little bridge that connects. Kind of, a tunnel, almost. A tunnel bridge. And yeah, that's what you see. You can see the front entrance is along here. It looks like you can see it. There's no like door. It looks like whatever door was there was knocked down or rotted away. But somebody has put up like a tarp to block out the wind, and it's flapping slightly.
Before we start, does everyone know what to expect here?
I don't, unfortunately. I've never been in this contract before.
A fight?
Well, we're dealing with the Hand. He's a necromancer. So expect large quantities of undead, possibly some demons. And he also has some cultists that explode into a poison mist when they die.
Suiciders. Are they undead as well?
They're alive.
Okay. Glad I'm resistant to poison.
Oh, yes, you're a dwarf. That's good.
Yes, yes, Lucian, I am a dwarf. Thank you for noticing.
I forget sometimes, you're just so tall.
Lucian doesn't see race.
He
I don't have
tastes it,
the
though.
wisdom to.
He doesn't have the wisdom to. Yeah.
I do have the ability to cast protection from poison on someone.
Something just flicked into view on the tower there. I don't know if that was...
Nah.
That's me just playing
Yeah,
with character
bro.
sheets.
Come on, man.
Okay. It's like, is that so? What you're looking at? Sorry, do continue, Lucian.
Does anyone feel like they would benefit from protection from poison?
If the poison is just damaging, I would be fine to deal with it, but if it's something more of a debilitating effect, that could be dangerous.
I only remember it as damage, but I could be wrong.
Well, they might have been up to something more. Unfortunately, I didn't prepare that spell myself.
I mean, maybe... I don't know. If they explode on contact, is it a particularly large area, or...?
I think 5 or 10 feet, and they explode when they die.
Actually, Finch, I think, has fought these before in the Hag's Heart contract.
He did. He had quite the time with them.
Here's the thing, I do have the spell command. If they explode just by a hair trigger, I could say go over to that.
It's not a hair trigger. It's repeated impacts, and when they finally go, they explode.
Okay, to try and kill them before they get too close. That's fine.
Ideally.
I have things to throw at them. That's okay.
I'm here too.
And I have a longbow now.
Yes, I imagine Rogar's probably alright.
I should be. If they get to me, we have an issue and we need to talk.
Actually, Finch has a halberd now, doesn't he? So
He does.
he can probably avoid them. Okay, I shall probably use it to myself just before we get into battle.
Yeah, that sounds good. Idea.
Should we try stealthing in, or just go as...
I mean, we can always
We
try.
I
mean-
what I usually do on Scout at least.
I mean, we are wearing 4 sets of mithril armor. I mean, shame to waste it.
Oh yeah, we are, aren't we?
It's like all the mithril armor is in this contract.
There's a lot of wealth on display here, in a way.
It might. The only problem is Larkin.
Larkin's never the problem, he's the solution.
Larkin can stay behind, Lucian. We're going in the tower.
Have you met Larkin? I mean, come on. Fucking Wonder Horse over here.
Lucian can stay behind.
I can leave Larkin behind and
No. Larkin is great. He'll not leave. You won't leave a pet.
I mean, he moves quite fast. You can always summon him, can't you?
Yeah, she can catch up very, very quickly.
Yeah.
As soon as combat starts.
Yeah, so she can wait here, tied to that rock.
Why would you tie it to something if you wanted to follow you?
Alright, so you guys start, so you do kind of move to, because you're not actually on the map yet, you saw it from quite a ways away. Do you guys sort of move up to kind of where you are on the maps right now?
Unless there's any other cover that's a little bit further away first.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be crawling through cover to get here. Like, you were hundreds of feet away when you saw the tower. So, you move up, you kind of arrive where you are now, so you're quite close to the tower, slightly raised. Cliff faces are far away, and yeah, you can see the flapping entrance over there, and this circular tower going around. You can kind of see a little bit up on, like, the second floor, you can see, like, where some of the walls fallen away. Kind of making it almost look like the tower is sort of grinning down at you.
Is it getting late now, or...?
The sun's starting to set, yeah.
Okay.
Like, the shadows are getting long, the towers... You're kind of in, like, the long tower shadow going over you. It's very symbolic.
Alright, guys, I think we're starting to roll stuff now.
Okay.
Alright, stealth.
Oh, remind me, demons. Any of them weak against silver?
I don't think we ever found out none of us had silver.
Okay.
I can make an Arcana check. Maybe.
Yeah, I can always test. John stops muttering a prayer as soon as you say that.
I mean, I already do that all the time.
I mean, you don't know. You know a lot of them are resistant to damage. You don't know if silver is one of the things they dislike.
Okay, spirit is then.
Alright, so yeah, you guys all start slipping forwards. Wow, that's really bad for Rogar. Actually, not too bad.
I'm glad I got rid of that disadvantage.
Hey!
Alright, so an average of like 13 for the group, 13, 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the lowest is 12, which is good.
Okay. Can I get everyone to move themselves up to about here, like kind of where the two cliffs intersect? Like, obviously all on top, but how you'd sort of be standing. So when you get up to Rothbert's right on top of poor John.
I got here first.
Yeah. So when you get up to about here, are we missing somebody? Somebody standing
Finch
up.
Finch is sort of, I think, back and forth at the moment.
Okay, I'll move him along. So you all kind of slip along, and when you get up to about here, so you're standing at the front of this thing. Yeah, you can see there's this big rock slides came down, hit the side of the tower on one side. You can see there's this barrier over here is literally just like some, what's it called? Just some tarps being thrown up. Looked like the old door was smashed in at some stage. And as you get up here, John, 4 sling bolts come flying down from the open, grinning maw above you on the second floor.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
None of those hit.
Cool. So none of them hit. They'd have had disadvantage as well, actually, because they're sling bolts. So I'd have had to reroll any ones that were hits. Welcome back, Finch. So yeah, these 4 rocks come like hurling down from above you. They clatter around you. 1 or 2 like ping off your armor. And John, like, you briefly see these 4 like grinning blue faces staring down at you. With like pointed ears. And they like hurl some rocks down. See they miss, squeak, and like bounce back into the tower. Like kind of in the same motion.
Do any of us catch a glimpse? Or...
Yeah, you all see them, like, once they release, but they... You know, if this was, like, an internal order thing, they'd have attacked and then used the rest of their move action to move back. Sort of thing. So they did a quick, like, scattering of, like, sling bullets. They bounce off John, squeak, and they pull back inside
do you
the second
recognise
floor.
what they are?
I just assume they're rooms.
Well, I think we've been spotted.
Oh well.
I guess I can come with us after all. Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Cool. What do
On
you...
the door. Those with the biggest armor is AC and up front. I'm in the back.
After you, Lucian.
Very well.
Alright, so Lucian makes his way over, his mithril armor shining. You can hear maybe a few like annoyed squeaks above you. You're not sure if maybe they're praying to throw again. And yeah, you move up to the tarp. And do you move inside?
Well, first I'm casting protection and poison on myself.
Could I also check for traps in the very entrance, just in case?
I mean, do you wait for him, Lucian, or do you just open the door? Because if you open the door, it'll be faster than him.
I'm waiting because I'm casting spells on myself, so... I'm expecting to have lots of things shooting at me all of a sudden.
Alright, John, so you go up and you check for traps. You have to move up to the door if you want to check.
Can I do it with guidance or no, because we're short on time?
Yeah, you can do it with guidance. You gotta say it verbally, but you can do it with guidance. Alright. You move up to the door, John, and before you have a chance to check for traps, you hear someone go, "Oh, for God's sake." And you hear somebody say, like, it sounds like a prayer, and the tarp, like, woof, flies back. You recognize it as someone opening it with thaumaturgy. As the tarp disappears.
Can I use thaumaturgy to close it back? Like saying, wait, I haven't finished.
No, it flies open, it gets ripped down effectively, it falls off. A deep voice goes, "You might as well come in. Stop creeping around out there, we all heard you."
Well, that was a bit more congenial than I was expecting. I march in.
Alright, you march in. Yeah, there's this orc. He's sitting on like an old dilapidated throne. And beside him is there's another orc with her skin's like covered in blue paint. And she's got like these long fingernails. And he's watching when there's behind him, on the other side of him, there's a huge brown bear. And he's like idly scratching its rump with one hand. His other hand's holding like a large sword. And as you all come in, like from the back room, there's a couple more orcs. A few more orcs like kind of make their way in from the back room and kind of watch you. And this there goes, "Come to finish the job, I see."
Which job are you referring to?
You have been destroying my clan over the last few months. Looks over.
Well, to be fair, I think it's more that they've been destroying themselves on us. We haven't been going out of our way to kill them. In fact, I quite like some of them.
I mean, there was that one time. I butchered, take what I could, about 40 of them.
Yep. I don't think this one's there. He holds a hand up and goes, "That's close enough." And he pulls himself to his feet. He looks tired. Was anyone on Marcus's orc contract, since I wasn't there myself?
I think Rogar was. I think Rogar was the only one, because it was Rogar and Joe that he reckoned. At the war party one where you just sat back and shot at everything.
I mean,
No, I don't think I was on. I was on any work support party one.
Is it not? I thought.
I've been on a few lizard folks and stuff,
Yeah.
but not an orc one.
Let me have a quick look at the calendar. I have it open.
Yeah. Well, listen, you somewhat recognize this orc. He was the orc playing cards with Smelly Joe and Norge during the Hagsar. You saw him on his way out
I was there
for that. And
As was
Rogar, you
me.
might recognize him as well from that.
a little bit.
He pulls himself to his feet, kind of eyes you all, kind of annoyed him, saying, "My clan has been reduced to nothing but what you see before you. My brother has gone mad, and that damned hand is above us. Well, he'll have vengeance for us when he summons his new pet. It will destroy all of you.
It will probably destroy all of you as well.
We're as good as destroyed already. There's not enough of us anymore. Another orc tribe will soon show up to deal with us. We'll either be enslaved or killed. That's how it works."
Well, why don't you kill them?
The larger orc tribe? Because there'll be more.
Yeah.
I have always
I mean-
found that.
I mean, numbers
dead
don't
is better than
matter
being
that-
enslaved.
This one's voice annoys me.
I know.
Being dead is always better than being enslaved.
That one speaks sense.
I was trying to draw an arrow.
So he clicks his neck from one side to the other. Sort of looks, he goes, "Shall we finish this then?"
Well, I suppose we could. I'd rather not fight you if I could avoid it. You do seem like almost decent people.
He sort of shakes his head like, "Not really. I'm just
Dreams are
tired."
coming true.
I mean, we're not here for them. Really, are we?
No, they have a history of serving the hand. Why do you serve the hand?
Roll a persuasion check, just see he keeps talking to you or if he gets fed up and attacks you. Oh, yeah, no bother. This is just very persuasive. He's just a likable guy. The
Just out
hand,
for everyone's benefit here.
the hand came to us when our clan became ill. Many were touched by the blessing of the pustule gods. Sick as they were, our numbers were depleted. The hand offered healing and a chance to make them more useful. I was encouraged by my priests to listen to him and to help him. I swore to protect him and to help him with his project.
So this wasn't really your decision, but your priest's decision.
I had sick clan members. I needed them well enough to fight.
But not well enough anymore.
No. Most of them died during that Displacer Beast kerfuffle. And then during that incident underneath Vasselheim. Which is a shame. I liked that pub.
Pub?
The Hag's Heart.
Oh, yes.
You were there for that.
Ah.
I mean, are you going to get in our way, or...?
No. Where's Larkin sneaking off to?
Take Winnie in from
He's
outside.
doing the epic flank.
Sneaky horse.
Just bust through the wall.
In
Kool-Aid
Orcish,
style.
can I bow my head and then in Orcish say, "We will honor you with a swift warrior's death."
What was that, Rogar?
He said, he said in Orcish, "We will honor you with the swift death."
Does
Make
John
a-
speak Orcish
Yeah.
to relay that?
Yeah,
This
thanks.
translates for you.
Yeah. Okay. Rogar? Rogar, I mean... who are you?
Make
Yeah.
a
Got an
charisma
arrow out.
save, Rogar.
Huh?
Make a charisma save.
Oh,
Shit.
Brantley's kicking off.
Oh shit! He's like, looks at Rogar and like nods like approvingly. It's like maybe he's like, maybe I misjudged the take. You are a group of warriors, and not just murderers with fancy magic weapons. He draws his sword, gets up, and goes, Shall we finish this?
I mean, I'd really rather not have to kill you lot. We've got a kind of an appointment we're trying to keep.
Well, they're not going to get out of the way.
I mean, they might come and give us a hand. If they want to die, they can die fighting someone else rather than us.
They seem to be pretty determined to hate us right now.
I mean, to be fair, the Slayer's Take has also killed, like... There originally were nearly 100 of them, and now there are what is in this room. And you were pretty much all killed by you guys. Even if not you, like people who like your friends.
Benefit.
He's looking for an honourable death. Let's give it to them.
Would you mind if I was the one fighting him one-on-one?
You want to fight him one-on-one?
Everyone just looks at John.
Yeah, the main guy looks at John like, really? And then chuckles. Like, I expected that from the one in armor, or the tall one, or the dwarf, but you...
I'm 6'3". I'm wearing full plate mithril armor. What's your issue, bro?
And carrying a dagger. He only has a dagger.
He's 8 foot tall, and he's like, you have the face of a scholar, not a warrior.
Yeah, you have the tiefling in armor, you have the dwarf, you have this huge furbog, and then you have this mass murderer archer behind you. It's like infamous for killing famous people in one turn, and you're like, I got this.
Because of honorable combat. So yeah.
Alright, I mean, I'll let you kill him, and I'll just kill everybody else really quick.
John, make a persuasion go.
I mean, John, you're welcome to if you want.
Yeah, make us persuasion roll, John. Or
Do we really want our
intimidation.
healer to die before we get into a fight? Or like become horribly wounded?
John wants to do it.
Very well. I tell you what. If your scholar can defeat me in single combat, I will allow you, and the rest of you may pass. And my men will not do anything to stop you. And you see, like, the woman orcs, like, looks at him and goes, Husband, is that a good eye? It's fine. Look at him.
Okay.
Looks at John, like...
Your initiative, or do I go first? How does...
I'm just gonna...
Do you accept?
I accept the duel.
Alright. He steps from his throne. You see, like, the other orcs, like, kind of back away. The bear, like, growls. I think there's a bit of reshuffling in the room. Bear growls and moves over here.
Pulls out a small paper bag with pork scratching and just sits there eating, watching.
No interference, or the deal is off.
No, that's fine.
Alright.
Yeah.
Could I get everyone
John,
to...
how far are you taking this?
Orcs only fight one way. To the death.
I turn to the others and I just say in Elvish, just in case anyone can understand me.
I can.
I can, yeah.
Right. How we willing to go all the way with this?
Can I loan John a weapon? I mean, I don't know if he'll take it, but I offer the spear.
No. I'll do this.
All right. Rothman just shrugs, goes back to eating pork scratchings.
Alright, can I get everyone to roll initiative, please? The bear does speak Elvish, but he can't communicate it to the others, so...
Will Gertrude be out of combat because she's my summon, but she's also a different thing?
She'd roll her own initiative, like normal. You do think maybe... Like, you could use your pet, but then he might get to use his pet.
Oh, that's fine. I also have a snake. That's fine then.
You don't
his
know.
wife, man.
I mean, to be honest, it's like a fair... It's supposed to be a fair one-on-one fight, so using pets and stuff might be frowned upon. You don't know until you do it.
Yeah.
Alright, so naturally Larkin goes first.
The Wonder Horse.
Fucking hell.
Actually, my initiative, Lucian's initiative's come up wrong. It should be 21.
Should it?
Did you?
Did you roll back? Oh.
18 plus 1 plus 1?
Let's roll twice. There's one.
Oh yeah, okay. 21 and then 20.
Sorry.
God damn it, Lucian.
Must have rolled it twice. Okay,
Oh, the original one was 21, yes.
yeah.
Okay. 21. Cool. Who has better decks, Larkin or Lucian?
Lucian.
Okay, well, Larkin still goes first.
That's fair.
This is your better half.
What does Larkin do? Just watch?
Just watch.
Just sticks a head in from that side.
What does Lucian do?
Just watch.
Alright. The Claw of Lufik just watches. I'm just checking quickly what she can do, just in case I need it later on. Cool. The orcs begin, like, sort of... And by the way, looking at the orcs, you can tell these aren't, like, the cream of the crop. Like, a lot of these orcs look kind of gnarled, wounded, maybe a little older. But they all start, like, you know, they've got the great axes and they start, like, banging their hilts on the ground. Like, doof, doof, doof. And with a roar, the orc blade of Ilvert, how would you say that? Ilnavar? Ilneval?
Ilnaval is how I would say it.
Ilnaval. The orc blade of
It's pretty
Ilnaval
awkward.
gives out like a loud roar. Let's see, what can he do? Just a lot of violence, basically.
I know. Thing is, I know what his stat sheet looks like. So.
I don't, which is perfect.
I know.
I've got a fair idea. This isn't going to go well.
No.
So he jumps forwards, like, "Roar!" And he's gonna. I think he's gonna hold. He does have his shield on his back, but he doesn't bother drawing it quite yet. He's gonna swing at you with his two-handed sword, two-handed longsword twice. So how is it twice? Yes.
So, like, the one guy who can resurrect people if shit goes the worst could be
One,
is the guy being attacked.
2. So I'm guessing the first one
This hits
hits.
for 9 damage.
Okay, so
That's already-
he hacks you once with his sword, and kind of comes back holding it. You can see he fights with a lot more like martial discipline than most of the orcs you've come across. Kind of moving more like a soldier and less like a berserker. Finch, it's your go.
Finch is going to bite his nails. And just gotta sit there, just watching for now.
Alright. He actually shouts at Lucian, Finch, and Rogar, like, "Back away, I want no interference." Because you're all pretty
Go away
close
to
in.
where?
It's true, yeah. You can scuttle along, like, the wall if you want.
I like just shove. I just like try to move up more this way.
Yeah. oh,
You're
sorry.
in
Sorry.
here, guys.
Awkward. Sorry. Yeah, this orc, like,
There we go.
moves a little bit away as well.
Very kind of you, sir.
John, it's your
You
go.
can do it, John.
I can do it, and I will try my most honest attempt at doing it.
Oh.
Funny.
I would like to move around him to here.
Alright, so you sort of dodge around him. His sword clacks against one of these sort of little pillars sticking out of the ground as you move. He sort of snarls and readjusts himself in his footing.
I cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. This was your big plan, to cast Sacred Flame on him. I mean, okay. He passes.
Yeah, just
He
you
adjusts
never
his
begin
footing.
with this big stuff.
Yeah. He adjusts
Oh,
his
you
footing.
other chance for other stuff. I don't think this is going to last quite as long as you think it is. Did you notice he hit for a 21 without a crit?
Gertrude?
No, it wasn't my turn. I had bonus.
Oh, sorry, yeah. If you've got a bonus action. Sanctuary!
Sanctuary.
Remember, we have other fights after this one as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Well, we
This
hope
is a horrible idea. This is such a horrible idea.
Why are we doing this?
Literally,
like
the only person on our team who needs to save spell slots is currently
I was
fighting.
thinking maybe Lucian will take him on one-on-one. But no. Listen, he could do it. Like, Sanctuary's a legit strategy against any orc. Does anybody else do
But he
anything, or
can't
should
attack after that.
I just go straight back to him again? Because
I mean, Rothbard's watching, but he's just ready, just in case things do go loud, to just jab the orc next to him.
The orc beside you asks if he can have some pork scratchings.
Yeah, just arm outstretched with the bag.
He takes a few. Num num num. Rogar, I'm guessing, doesn't do anything. The bear growls. Larkin whinnies. Lucian frets. The wife cheers. The orcs continue banging their axes, and the blade. Yeah, he's going to keep attacking two-handed, so he's going to make a wisdom saving throw first.
Yep.
Okay. He passes.
Makes it, yeah.
1. Oh, God damn it. 2.
No, he has to make a save for each attack.
Okay.
It doesn't matter
They both
anyway.
miss.
Well, the second one misses, yeah, so it doesn't matter that one. Alright, yeah, he swings at you twice, but you kind of got these pillars beside you, so his blade clanks off the pillars and he snarls, sort of annoyed. And then it's you.
Alright. I'm going to attack him with my dad.
This contract is going to go long.
This is not going to
I believe you.
He gives you a look of
we're gonna have
mild
to step
annoyance.
in.
Does that miss?
Yes, that misses.
Yeah, that misses.
Just a little bit.
There's literally no way this can end well.
Oh, believe me that.
do you cast- Do you recast Sanctuary, or?
Yeah, so I have to recast Sanctuary now.
Oh man, you're gonna burn through all your spells.
Jeez.
Which I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna recast Sanctuary.
Oh god.
Alright, so it comes back to him. Longsword. I mean, he's... There we go, finally. He's been rolling like garbage.
Yeah.
So he
Not a
misses
great
once.
damage roll.
I think he moves himself, so he moves himself around you like you did to him. And then, without the pillars either side, he can swing properly and manages to clip you with his sword.
Mm-hmm.
John, do you want to do anything?
Yeah, just let me... Let me look. What would...
Sorry.
Why are we doing this?
I
He
would
wanted
like
to
him
fight him.
to... I would like him to grow.
Okay.
You cast command, okay.
Sorry, I'm just checking something. Alright, so he's going to make his wisdom save. So you say... What exactly does you say? Do you say grovel, or do you have like a different word? He passes.
No, it is just grovel.
Alright, you go, grovel.
You don't
And he goes,
choose what word to make him give up.
fuck off. And
That hit.
right, hacks you with his sword once. Kind of begins to grin. It's like, I knew you were nothing but a scholar, not a soldier.
At least I'm brave.
I will give you that. You will die as a brave man. Your go.
Actually, quick question: his weapon, does it look magical or silver?
No, it's like a nicely crafted longsword, but it's not magical.
Right.
He holds it well, and it seems to, he's got a lot of strength behind his swings. Plus he has, this. Alright, so you summon a spiritual weapon. And it...
My spiritual weapon is a dagger.
Alright, so another dagger appears.
Oh god.
It sticks itself in him. He, grunts in pain. Ah!
That's my bonus action. And as a main action, I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself at the first level.
Okay.
Dude, just drop so we can say we at least let you fight until you're down.
Now, just
Yeah. The
you
only
know what,
way
it's
this
fine.
is
I
gonna
gave all the
end.
information you need to give. Right, comes back round to the blade of Ineville, and he swings at you twice. Once. There we go.
So
I'm
heavy.
using luck to have him reroll that crit.
Oh god. Just
Die.
like
I hope you do remember.
Reminds me of a much bigger fight after
Yeah,
this.
John, you do remember there was a part in which what's it called?
you're not going to have time to short rest.
I feel everything, but Halman did tell you every rest will increase the danger. So you're not going to get a long rest. Like a long rest would just complete the summoning.
Yeah.
He gets an 8, so he misses with that second attack actually, but he does still catch you for 12.
Yeah.
Right. This is gonna get us all killed. Fitch is gonna have to step in.
You're not quite into laughter. I'm gonna use spiritual weapon.
You've already used. Oh, yeah, it's your turn now. Yeah. Let's see. It was his turn. He caught you. I think he swings at you and he's about to catch you right in the neck. But it's in that moment that you kind of step on some of your own blood on the floor and slip a little bit. So the sword just luckily sails over your head. So yeah, unless Finch wants to do something, it's John's go.
I get a shot in between, do I?
Yeah, I mean I've been kind of
All right.
skipping over everyone because I think we were keeping it to combat, but you sort of spoke up there.
Fuck this, I'm not dying for this retard's honor. I gotta step up. And I just gotta go fucking ape on this guy.
Alright, so just suddenly 9 foot tall Furbog lunges forwards, halberd in arms.
You're attacking John.
What? Yeah, I'm gonna kill John.
Yeah, I mean they might
That's totally what's gonna happen here.
They do respect ruthlessness. They do expect ruthlessness. Respect it, so.
Yeah. No, I gotta attack the other guy. Sorry, but I'm not dying for your stupid honor.
Don't you re-roll 1s and 2s?
Yeah, I reroll the damage on the first one if it hits. It's 20, okay.
Right.
Wow. One better.
So 10, 27 damage.
27 damage.
I'm sorry, but we got bigger fish to fry today.
Okay, so you jump forwards. You swing your halberd. The 19 connects, dealing how much damage?
That's a total of 27.
27 damage. All right. So
Seeing this, Rosbert would use the held action to apologise and skewer the orc next to him.
no one was holding an action because if you were holding an action, it would have been very obvious. Like you would be readying your weapons.
Okay.
You know.
That's what I meant. Oh, okay. If it would have been obvious, okay, fine.
Yeah.
It just sprung forward because he realizes this is going to get us all killed.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just attempting some maths in my head. I don't want to say it out loud. Okay, so yeah, your halberd slams into this guy. He staggers a little bit. But you notice he doesn't really its skin doesn't break quite the way you expect. And as he staggers, you notice his wife lets out a scream of pain and grabs her arm in the same place where you
bitch.
Warding Bond, I know of that spell. I was thinking of it, taking it today.
Yeah.
Also, bonus action, my son comes in and attacks him as well.
Alright.
He's going to charge up and he's going to make an attack with his bite.
Okay.
No.
Misses, clanks off his armor. The orc roars, kill them all!
So you weren't fighting fair yourself, having your wife take the brunt of the damage?
I mean, that's just what they have.
That's less than honorable. I have no quarrels now.
Yeah,
John.
fuck out of there, man. You're going, John.
You bring mithril armor. He's just got a nice wedding ring that makes him resistant to damage.
Yeah, my mithril armor is terrifically great when he still hit me for a truck load of that.
You fought the orc boss alone. What do you think? John Rook, it's your go.
Oh, Jesus.
What would you like to do?
Oh god.
Yeah, that misses actually. Oh no, wait, he's not got his
misses.
shield out, so yeah, that actually does hit him.
Alright, and because of that, I will cast
Back
Curing
off, John.
on myself
We need
again.
strong. Okay. Let's say maybe get out of there, but
and I move over yonder.
Over yonder.
Ooh,
He just goes sits down his throne. Goes, yeah.
Okay, so you go prone on his throne.
No. And I verbally accuse him of cheating before my compatriot.
I think you're bold. He's literally still standing right next to you.
yeah.
What does Gertrude?
Advantage against the fucker.
Rogar.
Alright, I'm going to cast Hail of Thorns.
Ooh.
Oh my god, you like never used this spell.
Don't want to roll it right now just because it'll roll damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to aim at his wife.
You brute.
And I'm going to get your opinion on this because it says during the first turn of each combat, but it says your first turn, and I didn't really take a turn in combat. I was just standing there shaking my head. So I don't know if I'll get that third attack. I'll leave it up.
I don't think you will this time, no. Because it's like an ambusher thing, and it's kind of gone beyond that.
You know, I was stupid and let...
Oh wait, at the start of your first turn in each combat... No, this is your first turn in combat.
Okay. Cool. So, that's the first shot at his wife. I'm guessing that hits.
Yeah, that hits her.
Okay, so there's Hail of Thorns.
Just checking her character sheet to make sure I'm not missing
Three
anything.
piercing damage, and that'll hit her and the 2 orcs behind her.
Okay, do they get a dex save?
Yep.
Alright, she passes. Oh, I'm sorry, I rolled that to myself, so I'll roll that again. She still passes even better. And the orcs, I think they're probably not very dexterous. Oh, they're alright, actually. 1, 2. So one of them takes 3. Do they take half on a success? Yes.
Yeah.
So what? So that's 1 for that guy.
It's a terrible roll. Look at D10. It could be so
Yeah, it's pretty bad. These D10s are swingy, man.
Mm.
And what did she take? She took 1 plus 12, so 13 damage. All right. Yeah, that one catches you. You actually see she like staggers backwards, like you caught her right in the chest, and she like, holds the wound. She looks pretty injured.
And there's the second shot.
On her again.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second one like hits her in the mouth, and she like gurgles in pain and falls down, and falls dead to the ground. And you hear the blade like shout, "No!"
This shot will be at the blade.
Yeah, that probably will lose him all of his benefits.
Terrible. But Dread Ambusher gives that one an extra D8.
Does it? Wow. Alright, so I'm just going
13
to
damage to him.
double check. I imagine Warding Bond no longer applies. When other targets within 50 feet of you, you gain resistance. Spell ends, you drop 0. Yeah, so he'll take 13 damage.
Yep.
Alright,
Nice.
you catch him for 13.
And that's gonna be it.
Yeah, and you see now the arrow like sinks in properly, and he like grunts in pain. Right. Brown Bear. There's a dog in front of him. It looks delicious.
No.
No!
Well, bye, son.
So it picks up this dog in its mouth. It trundles over here. Sees its mummy fall down dead. Roars in anger. And runs along to here and attacks Rogar with its claws.
Well, that's just irritating.
Like, doo-doo, doo-doo.
I just lost my son. You don't get to say shit.
11. I'm guessing that misses.
Yeah.
Rothbert. The orc throws his pork scratchings back at you and hefts his axe.
Sorry, pal. I'll get at you in a minute. We're just gonna scoot around the bear and go and help John. So I'll take the attack of opportunity.
All right. Here comes the attack.
That hit. No, I'm not raging yet. Either, so.
Ow.
Yeah. I don't know what else is going to be here. I'm just going to take 2 stabs at him from behind.
All right. I mean,
19
stabbing with
for 10?
oh, it's a spear. Yes, I was going to say stabbing with an axe is a bad idea, but that was just me being racist. Yeah, that 19 hits him. He grunts in pain.
And the second attack. Nope, that missed.
Yeah, that misses. Clanks off his armor. He's sort of standing now, like trying to fend you and John off. Larkin the Wonder Horse. Oh, sorry, unless you have a bonus action.
No, I'll save it for now.
Can Larkin actually get in?
He has to squeeze, so it would be 20 foot of movement for him to get through the door.
But could get to around there.
Let's have a look. It would be 10, 20... Because he kind of has to spend 10 to get in, and it's 2 squares, so it's 20... Yeah,
Movement
20...
speed of 60 foot.
Yes, he can get in. It's a little awkward. Yes, the Rogar definitely gets shoved around. He's not quite going through the... Actually, because there's only like 1 square here, he can't really move through the bears. I think he can...
You can end there. He's just giving disadvantage to everyone attacking him and attacking with disadvantage.
I was more meaning getting by the bear might be difficult because...
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was
there's
asking.
less than 5 foot of space here to get by. I don't think he can squeeze between the wall and the bear.
In which case, she'll ready in action to dash once she can actually get into the room.
All right. Lucian, it's your go. There's an angry bear. There's orcs. All sorts of shit's going on.
I think I'm going to start slapping around that dishonourable cur.
I mean, he just didn't take his wedding ring off before the fight, so that's all. Not like he
That
needed it.
spell has a duration of an hour. Someone cast the spell.
Yeah, like when he heard people creeping around outside.
I didn't summon Brunhilde. He's the fucker. I'm legitimately pissed. I did not get honorable combat.
I mean, you only hit him. You wouldn't have hit him anymore.
He still would have killed you.
He was still whipping your ass. The second one catches him.
If you did win, it would have been costed so many spell slots, you would have had nothing left.
Yeah, the second flail cracks against him.
Okay. Lucian's done.
Alright. His loving wife is dead. Orc time. Orc, baby.
Orc.
Orcs. So, orcs come swarming in. Yeah. So I'm going to do... They're going to ignore Lucian because warriors, they recognize heavy armor when they see it. But one of them is going to swing at Finch.
Ooh.
Hitting.
Oh, okay.
2 are going to attack John. 1, 2.
The second one hits.
And 1 is going to attack Rothbert.
Oh no, I broke rule 1.
Is that a 21? I didn't see it move up.
Yes, that's a 21 because there's only 4 orcs.
Damn, these orcs are rolling really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the orc blade of Ilvenlil, of angry orcs. He's going to make. Alright, he's going to attack. I mean, he knows he's doomed, so he's not even going to bother taking his shield out. So he's going to keep attacking John. Once, twice.
Misses.
Then he shouts, "Kill this cur! Bring him down!"
Am I the cur? Am I the one who was cheating?
Oh yeah, I mean that just spurs on. So
Yeah.
So 2 orcs are going to attack John as he uses his ability. 1, 2,
Misses.
and one of them is going to attack Rothbert again.
The Rothbard one
That's a
was.
miss.
I'm just going to. There are 4 orcs, and remember one took an attack of opportunity from Rothbard already.
No, they
Oh, yeah,
literally they just went, and then the orc played went, and they used their reactions
It
to.
doesn't matter. It misses anyway, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Did the 17 miss, John?
Yeah,
Ah, that's disappointing.
20 AC.
Plate and shield. That's
So
every
many
one's running with.
So many tasty allies around Finch. Let's see if he can resist. He does. Okay, so get rid of that. Now, this bear just killed my son, so I must exact.
Your
powerful
son is
vengeance
still in its
upon him.
mouth.
Oh god.
Oh, oh, it's okay. He turns to a ball of fluff when he dies. So
Well, he's
just
not
kinda like
quite
a
dead
hairball.
yet. He's at that like dying stage,
Oh god! Jesus!
and there's like red string coming out of him.
Oh god! Kill it! Kill it!
Well, yeah, they both
much
hit.
damage.
I need to know how
14,
much.
17, 31.
Is the cold damage happening?
Yep.
You did your thing? Okay.
He
Yeah, I did
hit
that,
his
uh,
thing before we walked in the door.
Alright,
Yep.
so 20... How much, sorry?
That's 27 total. Oh, 20... Oh, 31. 31.
31? You
Yep.
you bring your axe up, you bring your halberd up twice. Once, twice, huge hacks come out of the brown bear. You can tell it's very close to dead. Like, if this fight ended, it would probably crawl into a corner and die. But it's still up for now.
Okay.
Alright, bonus action. I'm just going to drink my potion of fire breath.
Alright.
It doesn't actually fire. I just ping in to say I'm using it.
Alright. John Rook, it's your go.
Oh, I am going to move as well.
Oh, okay.
Just over to here.
Alright. You take an attack opportunity.
Oh, I
from
do.
the
Yeah.
Bear.
Ah well.
So
No, they don't. They use their reactions.
the
Not the
bear
bear.
did not.
The bear.
Oh, the bear.
It drops the dog in its mouth, steps on its neck as it comes forwards, and bites Finch for 5 damage.
That hits. Yeah. 2 damage. It's just gonna make me angrier, bear. Guys, you go on. You do the rest of the mission. I'm just gonna spend the rest of the time just demolishing this bear.
Are you in? Did you go into your wolf form?
Yep. Yeah, I did it before we came in.
Oh, okay.
We walked.
You should
Yeah,
kind of
it's
tell me
way
when
up
you do
to-
that, because it might have changed how the orcs interacted.
Oh, sorry. I pinged it out before.
Yeah,
went
but
into the-
I'm more focused. I don't really focus on the chat that much. I'm too
That's cool.
following a lot of other things.
I
Just
think
'cause
I said I shifted, but it was really quick.
Okay.
I'll make more emphasis on it next time.
Cool. Because it's a bit jarring for most things. I know it's very
True.
casual for you, but for most things, a werewolf is a 10-foot tall werewolf is kind of a thing.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that was it. That's me.
Gertrude.
Hey, did you skip my turn?
Skip
Oh,
Jack.
I did skip your turn there. Sorry, John, your turn.
I stab.
Okay. 10 misses.
And then I use my action to dodge.
Okay. Now Gertrude.
Advantage against the betrayer.
Okay. Advantage against the honorable warrior.
Oh yeah, very honorable couple.
Rogar. There's an angry bear in front of you. It's just like being hacked horribly by this thing. Yeah, and you just put your sword quietly through its neck, like in, out, and it falls to the ground dead. Blech. And you move on. You move over its dead body. Stab the orc there. It grunts in pain. And then you finish it off. 3 attacks? 1, 2. Do you have 2 weapon fighting?
I have extra attack. So the first one is my original attack, and that's my offhand, and that's my.
Oh yes, and the offhand. Yeah, I can see you just rolled well on the offhand. Yeah, you come forwards. Cut him across the side. He turns to face you, and then you just stab him in the chest, and he goes down dead. Blech.
Wow.
3 kills.
Rogar has swords.
Come on, guys.
Yeah. He murders things with them. Just Larkin take a dash action.
Larkin can
yes.
get in now.
Yeah, Larkin could take a dash action if you want to do. It's me, Larkin. Let's go, bitches.
It's nice to have your hand.
Okay.
Okay, after Larkin, it is the brown. Oh, he's dead. Roughbert, the orc who was trying to hit you, is dead now as well.
Thanks. Thanks, Rogar. I'm just going to jab at the blade of Neville or whatever.
No, fuck off. Gesture.
Come on. 22. Oh, 20 had advantage, so it's a crit for 16.
Ooh.
Oh, is this against the main guy?
Against the blade, yeah.
Alright, so yeah,
16 damage.
he's kind of got John forced back against his throne. There's these 2 other orcs helping hem him in. They're all swinging at John, who's got his shield up, trying to keep him defended off. He's like, I will kill you. I will, and then just a spear comes through the back of his head, pops out of his forehead. He kind of goes cross-eyed for a second as he looks at it, and then that spear comes back and he drops to the ground.
Let's look at Johnny. I believe it at last. And I'm going to stab at the other one of the. They're both the same. One of the other orcs, doesn't really matter which one.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll go for the one to the south. Illusions next to the other one.
Okay.
Huzzah!
Which is basically a death sentence.
There we go. 26 for 9.
Yeah, and then you just turn and jam it into the thigh of the other orc, who didn't like it, was not a fan.
Nope. Oh fuck! I'm going to bonus action second wind to heal.
Oh, do you really need to?
Yes, John. Yes, I do. Because I didn't rage because I don't know what else we're going to fight yet.
Oh yeah, you only get 2 of those, don't you?
Maybe we should conserve our resources, guys.
Yeah, I only get 2 rages, so and I can do my dodge thing if it's worst case scenario, so I can still keep healing. Yeah, I'm done.
All right, Larkin the Wonder Horse. Yeah, Larkin hooves the fuck out of the one above it.
Yeah.
He breaks his nose, his tusk comes flying out. He staggers backwards, looking punch drunk. Very close to death after that, actually. He also had some thorns sticking into him. It's oh, I only have 1 hit point. That sucks. Lucian, it's your go.
Shame that wasn't with advantage.
I know, I was thinking that.
We'll go after this one.
Alright. You swing your balls at his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, they collide with his jaw. The first one.
What, Lucian's jaw? Or?
Oh, I got the hooves mixed up. The first one swings and misses. On the back swing, you catch him. He staggers, also very badly wounded now. You can see the orcs up at the top, sort of ones are very, very rough. And as is the bottom one, actually. You don't think they got much left in them.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to go down fighting, because there's nothing else they can really do. They have nowhere to run to. This is their home. So, one is going to attack John. One is going to attack Rothbert. And one is going to attack Finch.
Gah.
So John, I take it you got hit there for 8.
Yep.
Rothbert, I'm guessing that missed, and Finch 19.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, so they just keep swinging, screaming as they kind of go down. Finch, the one before you is like nose bloodied, like tusk missing.
Oh no!
No, that's good. I'm above half health.
Oh yeah, shit. Say actual. Sorry.
This guy's like on his last legs, isn't he?
Oh yeah, like he barely knows where he is.
I just gotta, instead of the halberd, I just gotta like take a bite at him.
All right, you just
I was gonna chomp down on his fucking neck. Oh shit!
yeah. I mean, if this was a TV show, we'd see him like we'd get like a picture of his feet, and his feet would like tense up, and then like there'd be like the body would fall. And then a couple of seconds later, there'd be another like doof, as the head lands on the ground, as you bite his neck through and his head off.
Just flying around. I just step over his blood spouting body.
spray.
And I move up, and I'm gonna take a stab at the guy next to Lucian.
All right, so you move up. You press your strange halberd forwards.
Could you 14?
Yeah, that'll hit because they're only wearing like hide armor. Actually, no, that
Okay.
says it misses. Double check that. Yeah, that misses. Wait.
Oh, okay.
No, because this is saying they have shields and they use great
If
axes.
it's the ones that I, if it's
Oh,
the one
okay,
I set up, I set them up with spear. Because I made them more martial.
You made them more martial. That makes sense. These ones are using great axes. They're just going down, screaming. All right. Well, that would make it 13. So you hit him. Yeah, you just push your halberd, like the point of your halberd's like roof into his side. He gurgles and you sort of drive him to the floor and he dies.
All right, and I gotta step over his bloody body, and I gotta make my way down around to here.
Yeah.
And because I did an unarmed attack, I can use a bonus action to make another one. So, gonna take another chomp at this fucker.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus. Okay, not advantage, but still 11.
Matthew shakes his head at the Matt Mercer class. Yeah, you bite one, you rip his head off with like one clean jerk of yours. You move forward, you drive your halberd into another, you sort of push him back so he slams against the wall so you can march past him, and then you just descend on the last orc and rip him to pieces with your teeth and claws. Like, just
Disgusting.
there's ripping
Just like
and
shake
tearing
him out,
noises.
spray everyone with blood.
Sprays up on the walls, gets all over John, and everyone kind of around you, Rothbert as well. Rogar, I think, it just sort of steps back a little, like, ooh. Lucian, of course, makes sure he gets some on his like pale flesh so it looks nice and edgy.
Oh, my son!
And yeah, with that, the last orc of this clan dies. Before anyone feels too bad, they were like a traditional orc clan. You were aware they were full of like raiders and murderers, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, you bring the last one down. What's kind of the atmosphere immediately after the fight? Like everyone's kind of breathing heavily.
Rogar is screaming at everybody. He's like, "That was sloppy. What are we doing? We're here for a boss fight."
First order of business I do is not clean myself up, but say, I'm sorry. I was not aware there were cheats and hacks and dicks. I thought they had an honorable combat system.
John, know your limits.
Fair enough.
If you die, we die. We need
I
you
clap
alive.
John on the shoulder, giving him 20 points of learn hands.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I can help myself. I have. Shit.
Can I rifle through the pockets of the blade? Or,
Yeah, you rifle through his pockets. He doesn't really have anything fancy on him.
Do I spot the shiny wedding ring?
Yeah, he would actually have that on him, so...
The
whatever the material component is for warding bond... Let's see.
It's like, I think it said a
Two
platinum
platinum
ring.
rings.
pair of
worth at
platinum
least
rings
50
with-
gold pieces.
Okay, so yeah, on his finger and the finger of the blue painted orc, you find 2 platinum wedding rings, each worth 50 gold.
Nice.
Cool.
That seems to
And
be
I'll-
only
can I
well
pick-
on them. You get the feeling they probably they're in their home, so they don't walk around with their wallet in their pocket.
No, that's fair enough. Can I grab his longsword as well? I know it's just a normal longsword, but for fluff,
Yeah.
you said it was a nice one. So.
It's a pretty nice longsword. Orcs aren't known for their craftsmanship, but there's a certain a nice utilitarian feel to it. Like it's strong steel, and suddenly animals fill up this already filled bloody space. And with that, I think we should take a quick 5 or 10 minute break. I think I have some guests downstairs, so I should probably go and say hello.